Give thanks and praises. We are 25. Ah, ay, 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 ay. Hello, everybody. Welcome, guys. Welcome into the live stream. We're going to talk. I want to talk about a few things, but I got a chance to type up only one in the chat, but we're going to have a little chat. A little chat. Welcome into the live stream, everybody. It is Wednesday, the middle of the week. The week is almost over. Once Wednesday rolls around, it's like the end of the week. If you haven't done what you needed to do on Monday, come on, guys, get with it. Get with the program. Get it going. Hit that like button once you come into the live stream. This is your girl Trev from Trevessence, and over here, you know we do all things because all things are possible through him. Okay? So if you like some commentary, you can get some. If you want some cooking, you can get some. What is it that you like? You will find it over here. Yes, you will. If you just want to come and sit and listen to me talk about a particular topic, then you are more than welcome to come on in. And you can also join the conversation. More importantly, join the conversation and join the Travelers family as we go from strength to strength over here. All right, when you come into the live, guys, don't forget to hit that like button, share out the live, invite your friends and your friends' friends to come on over and let us chat. What I'm going to talk about this evening, since that is the topic that I put up, we're going to talk about the new rule in Jamaica that upcoming school year, all students are going to have to do 7 years of high school. Normally, Jamaicans do 5 years of high school. We go first form, second form, third form, fourth form, fifth form. And then by the power invested in you and in your parents, you get to do lower six and upper six. And a very, very small fraction of students in Jamaica do lower six and upper six. A very, very small fraction. One of the reasons for that is that a lot of parents, they are set in their ways. Their mind is 5 years in high school. You graduate at what? 16, 17, 18. I'm done with you. I'm done school you. You're a big man. You're a big man. Go on about your business. Go look work. That is the mentality of a lot of Winsome. How are you doing, Winsome? Lord, I'm so glad to see you. Winsome, I'm so happy to see you. Look at my friend Oral. I say, I love Oral. Let's see. Oral, how you doing? How are you doing, Oral? So glad to see you, my love. So glad to see you. Winsome, oh, it looks so like me a glow this evening. I just a special kind of glow flowing over me this evening, Winsome. Do you see it? So I open the camera and I look at myself. I'm like, wow. I'm like, wow. Ain't I glowing? Oh boy, what's so good to see you guys. You see what I'm talking about. And I'd love to hear the opinions of others in the chat as to what they think about Jamaica mandating 7 years of high school. What do you all think? But as I was saying before I started greeting you all in the chat, a lot of parents are set in their ways for 5 years. 5 years, me done with you, go look work. You're on your own, you grow one. whatever the case may be. And then there are those parents, there's another set of parents who say, well, well, sweetheart, you have done so well in high school. You have done so well. Um, how about you going to, say, Hampton? Hampton has six form, or there are some other high schools that have six form. Maybe it's a child who wants to be an attorney, a child who wants to be a doctor, or some other profession that may require advanced level subjects. And so those children, with the encouragement of their parents, might go ahead and do that, with parents who can afford to pay those school fees. Nothing is wrong with that. Another portion of high school graduates will go to, say, a community college. I remember when I graduated high school way back, way back, way back 30 years ago. Um, a lot of my friends with whom I graduated decided that they were going to go to the Brownstone Community College. I, for one, I said I wasn't going. I'm going to work. I didn't go. I don't have any regrets. I didn't think I needed to go because I had the few subjects I needed that I could go to KSN or wherever, so I didn't feel like I needed to go. But looking back, it would not have hurt. It would not have hurt to go get a few A levels. Would not hurt you. Can't hurt you. Wouldn't hurt you. Education never hurt you. No, it doesn't hurt you. Vibes is in the place. And as soon as I see vibes, I remember that I must put out the instructions for the cook-off next week, Saturday. When some of you join the cook-off, I want just simple YouTubers like myself and vibes. Yeah, simple YouTubers. We're just simple people. Yes. Not the people who already like have a restaurant or stuff like that, even though they would provide us a challenge, right? Right, vibes? But I prefer, young up and coming, those of us. Yes, we want to do a cook off. Maybe 3, 4 people, the most 6, not more than that, because I don't want the screen to be too crowded. So I would say no more than maybe 6. If not, we will be happy with 4. But it's already me and vibes. I don't know who else want to join us. I'm throwing it out there. If there's anybody else who wants to join us on this cook-off next week, Saturday, we're going to do this cook-off at around 3 our time, because now Jamaica and America East Coast is on the same time right now. We're on the same time. So around 3 o'clock, we're going to do that, a 4-course meal. A 4-course meal online. We have 2.5 hours to start and finish and present the meal. The people in the chat are going to be the judges of the meal. They won't be able to taste it, so don't even worry if you didn't put salt. They won't be able to taste it, but they will be looking, and presentation will be at the top of the list. They'll be looking at the presentation and how quickly you are able to complete the task of making 4 meals. Yeah, those of us who did home economics in high school, we had to do that for CXC, right? 2.5 hours to make a 4-course meal. Yeah. So all we're going to do, vibes, is initially we'll tell them what we're going to be making. Yeah, we'll tell them what we're going to be making, and they're going to watch us go around the kitchen and do it. I'm going to be opening it up on StreamYard so that we can all be on the screen and everybody will be able to see us. Does that sound good, Vibes? Do you have anything to add to that? Any suggestions? You can do pre-prep if you want. You can do pre-prep if you want. It's up to you. There's no hard and fast rules about you doing prepping something before. So if you say you're going to use grated coconut, you don't have to come on that day to spend time grating the coconut. You can grate the coconut beforehand. You can season your chicken beforehand. You can do whatever you need to do beforehand. That will save you time. That will also give you an opportunity to maybe interact with the people in the chat. Who knows? But that is the rules for now. It's going to be at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. on Saturday, next Saturday, that is. Is that over 50 and fantabulous? How are you doing, over 50 and fantabulous? How are you doing? Oh, thank you so much, my dear, for coming. It's always a pleasure seeing you. Always a pleasure. I'm not sure why I don't see your lives. I haven't seen your lives in a long time. You ain't been doing lives, or when you're doing them at work or something. I haven't seen them in a minute. But how are you doing? So good to see you. Winsome said COVID setback face to face. So some children did not do well in CXC. So them can get the time to do it over. They can't get the time to do it over. So tell them to come on my channel, come do it over, and let us judge them. Winsome says she have work. Okay, Vibes say yes. All right. I don't know if anybody else wants to join us. Winsome says she have work. All right. Yard Foods, how you doing? 3 p.m. Jamaica time. Yes, you and I are on the same time now, Vibes. Since the time change on Saturday, you and I are on the same time. So your 3 o'clock is my 3 o'clock. Because right now it's 4:34. Is it 4:34 for you as well? It should be. Because my time went back over the weekend. Yard Foods, how you doing, my love? How are you doing? So good to see you. I know Yard Foods usually have work at that time, so I don't think Yard Foods will be able to join us. But if there's anybody else who would be willing to join us for that cook-off next Saturday, would like to join me and Vibes, I'm going to be hosting a cook-off. I'm going to be hosting a cook-off on my live. So if there's anybody else who wants to join us, we can say 4 people. I keep on saying 6, but 6 just seems like a lot. Yeah, 6 seems like a lot of people to have up on the screen. But we have 2 already. So even if at the end of the day it is just me and Vibes, we gonna do it. Right, Vibes? Yeah, we gonna do it. Good time. All right. Georgia, how are you doing, my love? Oh, you're not saying what's up, Mama? Oh my God, so good to see you, my dear. I hope you're having a fantastic day. All right, no problem, Vibes, no problem. All right, y'all put your plans for that day. And Georgia says she's busy. You find the wig yet, Georgia? You said you was gonna find a wig to put on your head. Did you find it yet? Oh my word, here I am. On my way to the house. So guys, if any of you know anybody else who wants to join us, I keep throwing it out there on my lives. Um, but all I can do is throw it out. If nobody else joins us, then Vibes and I will do it by ourselves. Right? Right. And anybody else who wants to join us, they are free. They're free to join us. They just have to let me know so that I know how many people to expect because I'm going to be hosting it. So I will have to communicate with whoever is going to be on it via IG, WhatsApp, whatever the case may be. You all should by now know my WhatsApp number to communicate with me. All right. 3 o'clock win some. 3 o'clock, your time and my time. We have the same time. Stacy under the D's. Stacy, how you doing, my love? What's going on with you, my love? What's going on? It's so good to see you as always. How the kiddos doing? Georgia said later. Later you gonna buy the wig or you're gone. So later you will see me. Maxine! The lovely Maxine is in the place. Maxine, what's up? How you doing? You know I'm always happy to see you. Maxine said join in what? In the cook-off, Maxine. In the cook-off we're talking about. That's not what we came here to talk about, but that came up. And you know when something come up, we have to just talk about it. The live is right in front of me. The same way I'm looking through the glass is the same way I'm looking at the live. The live is right in front of me. That's what I got to discover. That once the live is in front of me, I am good. No, Stacey, I do everything safely, honey. I do everything safely. Oh yes. And I do this while I'm at 10 mph. I'm at 10 mph, my love. Who name George? Oh, Georgia. Oh my God. Yes, baby, I'm just going 10 mph, baby, because I'm almost home. Yeah, I wasn't far from home. But anyway, yeah, so that's what we're talking about, Maxine. We were talking about the cook-off that I'm going to be hosting next week, Saturday, on my live. I already have Vibes. Me and Vibes gonna do it. We have 2.5 hours to make a 4-course meal. You all are going to be the judges. You're going to judge our time management and our presentation. Just backing up. Yes, guys. Uh-oh. Yes, Lorraine is in the place. The sun is actually setting. So that is the west of me. The sun is setting down that side. Yes, I see I have to put the little shades there because the sun is bright, very bright. But anyway, Lorraine is in the place. Welcome, Lorraine. How are you doing? So guys, what I'm talking about, Lorraine, you joining the cook off? Me know so Lorraine I tell them say she don't want them to look upon her a cook. But anyway, yeah, sun is setting, my dear. Hold on, let me see. Let me see something here. So all right, here I am. Let me Yes, I'm taking it easy. Okay, my dear. So good, so good, so good. Wonderful. So what I was saying, we were talking about is next week Saturday, Lorraine, at 3 o'clock. At 3 p.m. next week Saturday. What you doing? Yeah, I'm here. Hmm. Okay. All right. It is now 4:43, Maxine. 4:43. Yeah, almost 5 o'clock in the evening. Almost. And today it was 84 degrees. But in this place, when it gets in the daytime, it gets hot, very hot. And then in the nighttime, it gets cold, very cold. So like when I was getting out, I had to put on long sleeves because it was cold. But now that I'm coming back, it is very hot. So the long sleeve isn't practical now. Yeah. But that's how it is at this time of the year. Yeah. So we were talking, guys, about the new mandates in Jamaica where they say all high school students now have to do 7 years of high school. What do you all think about that? You know what I'm talking. Let me go inside. Tell me, guys, what do you all think about that? 7 years of high school now rather than the 5 years that we were subjected to. Now the children must do 7 years. So they're going to do um 2 additional years. I think the 2 additional years are going to be um lower six and upper six. What do you all think? Because honestly, I want to go read up on it and see what is the objective for it, what has prompted the government to make this decision before I get too harsh on it. You know what I'm saying? Education is never a bad thing. Education is never a bad thing. Children, Lauren says, if you're a slow learner, yes, but if you're a fast learner, no. But the thing is, too, children who are fast learners have also gone on to do A levels at lower six and upper six. So I'm not knocking that. Is it for the children who are slower to catch up before they are shoved out into the world? because a lot of children graduate high school and are shoved out in the world of work when they're not ready yet. But that I can understand in Jamaica, because Jamaica does not have the resources like other developed countries. Like in America, they have these other little programs for children who are slow at catching on. They have little programs for children who are quicker at catching on. Children who are advanced, children who are moving ahead. They have little strategies. When I was in elementary school, they had me skip grades. You know, these days, I don't know if they do that anymore. They have you skip grades and they send you, to common entrance class early. You're a fast learner, and they consider you to have significant potential. Yeah. So I don't know what this is expected to achieve. Is it that they want all the children to graduate high school with A levels? Because some children can't even get a good CXC. Not fit to graduate school and don't have a CXC. Just ready for the workforce, but they are also ready for higher education. I don't know. I am not going to knock it just yet. I don't think I want to knock it because education is good. And a lot of these parents, them just cannot wait to just chuck out the pitney them and just say, galang. Galang out there, swim, float, or drown. You know, without any meaningful plan for the children's future. 17, 18-year-old and they are chucked out to go and face the world. A lot of people go into the workforce at this age. What part of the workforce do they enter? Art can't take everybody to teach them a skill. Are the schools going to start to teach the kids a skill so that if you are not at that level where you can pick up 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Nowadays, I see children getting 20 CXE. When I was going to school, I didn't know that there was more than 7 that existed. 7, 8 that existed. Unless you jump out of science and you went over to clerical and you did some of the clerical courses, but nowadays there are just so many, so many subjects. Some children are mopping up 20, 22 subjects. So I don't know what the government plan is. What do you all say, guys? Those of you here who are Jamaicans, or if you're not Jamaican but you have an opinion as to why would the government want to mandate children to go to high school for 7 years? What is your opinion? I would appreciate somebody else's opinion on this. Welcome into the live stream, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button. This is Trev from Trevessence, and today we are talking about the new mandates in Jamaica for 7 years of high school as opposed to the original 5. What do you all say about it? Maxine says, just madness. Most children don't like school. Listen, play is a child's work, and school is a child's workplace. Okay. Thumbs up done. All right, Juba. Juba, how you doing? How you doing? Growing My Own is in the place as well. Welcome into the house, Growing My Own. How are you doing, my love? Juba, what's going on, my love? Every time I see Juba Bruce, I remember Juba Juice. You know that company, Juba? Juba Juice? They sell some natural juices. You always find them like on the malls and stuff like that. No, Maxine said no, it's about the money. Who is going to fund that 7 years of education? There must parents. Parents, we send them picking at school. The thing is too, if you send the child to high school for 5 years and after the 5 years, the child goes to community college, you're still spending money. They spend 2 years at community college, you're still spending money as a parent on their education. So what's the big deal? What's the big deal? You are still going to be spending money on their education. You're sending them to the community college, right? Enough of these parents don't want to. Hold on, the guy. Because it look like to me to all of my lipstick. Let's see. Lorraine says, not all children are going to do well academically, so some have to learn skills. I agree. I agree. So is this 7 years? Are they going to start teaching some of these children skills rather than teaching everybody, gearing everybody up for CXCs? Because nowadays, if you don't have quite a few CXCs underneath your belt, dog, name your supper. Because even if you have to go to heart, they're screening people out because everybody can't go to heart. They're screening people out based on what you have to come in. So if you don't have enough subjects, you may not get in because the people who have more subjects might look like they have more potential to make better use of the program. Just saying. But some children could go to school for 7 or 10 years and still come out without a CXC. I mean, is it their fault? I don't want to lay blame. But if you can teach a child for 7 years the same thing, and at the end of the day, when you test them, they cannot reproduce what has been taught, something is wrong either with the teaching or with the learning process. And it shouldn't take you 7 years to figure it out. Lorraine says, okay, Lavender is in the place. Lavender, how you doing, my love? So good to see you. How are you doing? What's going on with you, my dear Lavender? Let me put my lipstick on. Yeah. Lorraine says a skill is the way to go. I agree with you. A skill is the way to go, but what skill and how many people are going to want to do a skill? We still are going to need doctors and lawyers and teachers and nurses and other professions where people do need a good academic foundation to survive in those areas of expertise. We are going to need that. So even those people, lad, me can't do maths. Okay. Then if you can't do math, if you're telling yourself you can't do math, the professional areas where computation is going to be extremely necessary, not just for you to have a career in that field, but for the safety of whoever. If you're going to be a nurse, you have to be able to compute. If you're not able to do that and you think, oh, that is not for me, there should be another area of profession where you can find your place. But I wouldn't say that because children can't, because I wouldn't say that skill is the way to go, because being a nurse or being a teacher is not just a skill. You get what I'm saying? You become skilled in it after you are trained to do it. So I'm not sure, guys. I am not sure. I'm still not sure. I'm still on the fence about the 7 years. I would say that it's not a bad thing. I don't think it is a bad thing. But that doesn't mean that it would be an altogether good thing. I know not everybody's going to agree with everything. And no matter what the government do, not everybody's going to agree. Right now, there are things the government doing we may not agree with. Yeah, lots of things with which I'm not in agreement. But I'm still thinking about this seventh grade thing because some parents are going to say 7 years is a long time for them to find in school fees and book money and whatever. But it's your children. And every parent supposed to invest in their children's education. So I don't care if it costs you 10 years. I don't care if it costs you 10 years to send your children to school so that just chuck out some crosses for society. Don't quarrel about it. You have them. And every human being have a responsibility for whatever fruit your womb bears. You have a responsibility to ensure that that fruit contributes positively to society. And when the fruit of your womb is not contributing positively to society, you you have a problem. You are supposed to be held responsible. When they become adults and them gone out and they're going to do their own thing, you might say you're not responsible, but you're responsible because the way you raise them, the things you put up with, the values you did not instill in them, cause them to be the way they are, and they become a problem to society. If you don't put the belt to the tail, society go and put a button. If you don't ground them in their house, society go and ground them in a jail. Do I make sense? I hope I do. So if it's your child, not because the government, so the government want you to send a pitney to school for too long. Because it's your child. You're supposed to send your child, and if it's going to be for the betterment of your child, it shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't be a problem to you at all. That's what I say. Is there anybody here who is in disagreement with me? Anybody? Lauren says, I don't love school. Math gives anxiety, but no one can rob me. I count my toes. Guys, y'all hear what Lauren say? Lauren say nobody can rob her. She count her toes and her fingers even though she cannot do math. Ain't that something? Ain't that something, Lauren? Yeah, most people who can't do math can't be robbed with their money. Because it's plain, I'm buying this, I'm paying you this, and give me back my change and this, and they know that. But when you have to sit down and you have to do some computations, that's when me tell you something. From the day you leave high school, you will never encounter those kinds of math ever again. You are never required to do them ever again. Unless you're going to go into architecture or surveying, something like that. You never see those maths again. So a lot of it, I think, it might not be practical for the direction you want to take your career. It might just not be practical. Honestly speaking, might just not be because a lot of the math that I did in high school, I don't use them no more. Because when you go to college and you're doing college math, you're doing math for nursing, it's a completely different story. You're calculating drugs. You're calculating how to titrate and all of that. That's what you're calculating. You're not using a compass. You're not you're not doing trigonometry and that sort of thing. You never use those things again. Only times I saw those things again were when my children were doing them. And they asked, Mommy, help me with this, help me with that. That's the only time. Other than that, I don't see those maths again. No, I don't see them again. So there is an element of practicality or impracticality when it comes on to what is taught and what is expected of the students. And so for 7 years, the children are going to have to adapt, especially those who were in the fifth form and expecting to graduate only to know that now you're going to have to do 2 more grades. Well, I don't know what to say, guys. You all gotta help me out here. Help out Sister Trev here because I am for it at the moment, but that doesn't mean that later on I cannot change my mind. I could be for it now and change my mind later on, but right now, as we speak at this moment, at 5 p.m. on the 10th of November, I am for it. I have nothing against it. Would not have come up with it, would not have thought about it, but I'm still not against it. Derek in the play. Derek said, "All up, all up, all up, all up. Wait there, wait there, wait there. What them pick me have to go to school? What them pick me have to go to school for 7 years? Yes, for 7 years. Going to high school, Derek. 7 years to go to high school. Lorraine, to Derek, they say hello to you. Now, remember, say, Derek, you remember what day what you said? Lorraine, remember the other day what you said? Yes, you want half of Derek, but you're not sure which half you want. I'll take the top off. You can take the bottom off. Me like when brain fire. So I'll take the better head. So I'll take Derek. Yeah, you're already messing with you, Derek. I'm listening, man. Little party, but greetings to Chef. Derek, listen to your on YouTube. Thank you, Derek. Thank you. Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you so much, my love, as always. Go and say, thank God I'm done with school. Lord have mercy. Grow and say she done with school. So she not have to be subjected to this new mandate of 7 years of high school. I wonder if during the final 2 years, if they're going to start giving them some classes that is going to steer them into the career path that they want to go. So if they want to go into teaching, they can start some lessons in pedagogy. They can start to learn some of some Maslow, and who knows? Who knows? I don't know if that is the plan. They could will this eliminate 1 year of college? Because I know when I went to college, people came in with A levels, and they allow those people to start at second year. So I don't know if that is the plan. Because I haven't had the article, I haven't had a chance to research it, to read up what the objectives are from the government's perspective. So I don't know. So I'm just talking as a lay citizen right now with an opinion. That's all I'm doing right now. Derek said, Father God is just one Derek. Well, Lorraine and I still sharing you. Don't worry yourself. We are virtually sharing you, Derek. Maxi said, the government add on the 2 year they lost, which in 2020. You know, so you might be right, Maxine. I never thought of that, Maxine. Maxine says the government is adding on the 2 year they lost for during the 2021 school year, 1920 school year, and 2021 school year. Because school's been out since what, March? Since around March of 2020, which might be. Lorraine said, but children were doing 7 years long time, because if you go 5 years and graduate, then you go to do 2 years in upper. Exactly. That's the same thing I said, Lorraine. That's the same thing I said, but that was not mandatory then. It wasn't mandatory to do those 2 years, but now the government is saying it's going to be mandatory to do those 2 years, and I don't think it's a bad thing. Education can't be bad; it can't be too much. And trust me, the children are going to be happy. I think it's just going to be, the parents who are going to find this a big problem, because the parents will not want to have to. Those parents who would have otherwise had their children graduate 5th grade, 11th grade,
come out, go and go look work, come out, go get pregnant, go shock up, go whatever, those parents are going to have a problem with it. But the parents who are always pushing their children and sending their children to higher education and insisting that the children get more education so that they can, take on a career path that's going to help them. This education is going to help them in their career path. These parents are not fussing about it. And the parents them who don't want to pay no more money after 5 years for them pitney. You know, big people now go and go look work, go and go look man, go and go look man. Those are the parents who are going to have a problem with it. I think there's going to be more new skills to learn fixing the robots. Lord have mercy, guys. Lavender is not easy. Lavender said I need more skills to fix up the robots. Patricia, how you doing? How you doing? Patricia Gart is in the house, guys. Welcome into the place, Patricia. Patricia says them try give them the 2 year, them lose from children don't figure out the world during this big sea break. During the break they get during the big sea. All right. Patricia have a great point there. I have a great the them don't turn big woman and big man. Because they were on the 2 year break. Oh my gosh. Derek said, did you know picnic in Oklahoma? Them 12th grader no know who was the first American president. What am I teaching them? What are they insisting that the children learn? What are they insisting that the children study? What are they insisting? Because learning can just be left up to anybody. But when you have a children that is have a children, no one I'm talking nonsense. But when you have children are going to getting formal education, there needs to be directions. This is what I want you to study. Never mind that it is going to read it, study it, and regurgitate it. Never mind that. But what is it you are teaching them? They're going history class, they're going to social studies, geography, math, English literature, English language, biology, chemistry, physics, psychology, physiology, all kinds of colleges they're going to study. But where is the direction? They have to be getting direction. It might be that the children themselves are not studying. They are not reading the articles that they're being expected to read. So I can't just put that all on the system. And it is also what the children are exposed to, because some things, not everything is being taught in school. Not everything is being taught at school. And some children, if they don't learn at school, they come home, the parents insist that they read a book. My daughter has books and books and books and books and books since my daughter was what? 6. She reading high school books. Nowadays, I can't even help her do her homework. You want to catch up yourself. You want to help them, make them say, yeah, I know what you're doing in school. No, she said, no. No, mommy, I can do this. She got it. I took her homework. She got it. Straight here, principal's the student. She got it. The foundation was set. Yeah, the foundation was set. Not every child has had that opportunity. And then when they go to school and plenty times classes are overcrowded and teacher can't bother. And teacher just like, what, we can't bother. We can't bother. The fact that persons need an extra 2 years tells me them teacher in a primary school feel them. Yeah. I know that's not Derek. In Jamaica, Jamaica does not have all the resources that other places, first world countries have. You ever hear anybody in Jamaica get diagnosed with autism and then something there? No, we don't have them things there. Somebody putting don't want to learn. He ate tough. Yeah. There's no special class for that child. And the poor pitney is just being shoved along. Shoved along. September come, next class. September come, next class. Until then should be moved. And him come out no piece better than he did go in. Not you, Sim Simma? Sim Simma forever into the place, guys. How you doing, Sim? So good to see you, my love. So, so, so good to see you. Always a pleasure having you in the chat. Always a pleasure being over there in your house as well. Wintham says, my daughter graduated last year and says she want break from school after 5 years. No breaks for them. No breaks. No breaks. Continue going to school. Get your education now. Take the break after you graduate with your profession. Take that the break. That time you take a break. But not now. From the children have the ability. I'm not afraid to spend my money because I invested in my children's education. I'm happy I did. Yes, Lorraine. Right there. Right there, Lorraine. Yes. My children can't say anything about me. They can say, Mommy, run me left way at Jamaica, and run me go foreign and left way, and this happened to me and that happened to me because Mommy wasn't there or whatever. But they will never say Mommy never prepared for their education. Never. Because every one of them, I do without. I wear the same shoes for years upon years to work. Because what? The sacrifice must be made. Because my children must get an education. My children will not, and I repeat that a million times, will not, as long as I am vertical, be a burden to society. And I am glad that God gave me the health and the strength and the ability to make sure that my children, the four adults, can take care of themselves. I sacrificed, made sure they went to school so they can take care of themselves. Parents must sacrifice for their children. You can't blame government because you have them and your business is sacrifice for them. Derek says, 1492 Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Nonsense. Washington I go chop down a cherry tree. Him not lie about it. Why him act so? They tell the Pilgrims that Columbus discovered places where people were already living. He didn't discover anything, but I just think he used was a poor choice of word because he did not discover it. He may have discovered it for Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand. Yeah. So they know now that there are other worlds. There are other countries far away. If you go on the ocean, you will come upon dry land somewhere. There are people living in other parts of the world. That they discovered. That they discovered. But they didn't discover places where they went to where there were already people living there. I cannot discover that there is lipstick when lipstick has already been invented. I not discover it. I can modify it, change the color, and change the components of it. But no one said me discover lipstick when I discover it. So I did not discover anywhere. Nowhere that he found where people were already living did he discover. The Lavender says then they need masters too. Yes, Lavender. Yes, Lavender. The children do. Because a lot of these places are going to be requiring higher and higher education for employment. So wouldn't you want your children to be ready? You don't want your children to be the one that will left behind? No, sir. I wouldn't want my children to be left behind. If society, if employers in society are saying for us to employ people, we want them to have at least a master's degree. Wouldn't you want to be prepared with a master's degree? Yeah, it hurt. It hurt. There is this point made about lack of resources. True. Parents not help, teacher not help, government not help. True. Well, that is true. There words can yet. Or that are no good right there. No, not good, not good, not good. Blessed is in the place. Welcome into the place. The Lord, the blessed one is here. Our faithful children of the inner family rolling up in the place. How you doing? How you doing, Blessed? So good to see you, my love. So good to see you, Princess. I remember the phone jumped over the moon, the little dog laughed, and the fish ran away with it. None of us on the fish a dish. Married. It wasn't the fish, it was the dish. It was just a rhyme, just something funny for the kids to make joke about and laugh about. It was not real. Like many other things. They said roses are red, violets are blue. We have blue roses too. We have blue roses and white violets too. So, so everything comes in its own package. Everything comes in its own package. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jump over the candlestick. We can't still jump over candlesticks, you know. Guzu, Guzu in the place, guys. Welcome, Guzu. Guzu is rolling up in the place. Welcome, Guzu. Thank you so much for coming. We are talking about the new mandates in Jamaica for high school children to do 7 years instead of the usual 5 years in high school. What are your thoughts about that? I don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't see anything wrong with it. And a lot of children, they would need a little bit of catching up. A lot of children would do well with a little bit of catching up. So if they've gone to high school for 5 years, and during that teenage period, in your mid teenage years, is when a lot of children sort of start falling back academically, because that's when the hormones start working up and they start getting distracted by boys and girls, and you all know. Yes, that happens. And even children who are not unfortunate enough to have fallen in the trap of starting to have be engaged in sexual activity at that time, they do get this distracted as well. And they also get this, some of them do fall back academically. But once you see that teenage dopamine sort of calms down in their brains around 18, 19, 20, when, all right, what must clean up myself for already? Me already taste it. So, all that. Let me go back to business. You'll be surprised to know that these children now become stellar students. A's, straight A's, great students at this point. That's when, the feel good hormones start to, subside a little bit, because I'm already feel what the feel good feel like. So they're not as excited about feeling it anymore. You know? So that distraction, that element of distraction has been removed from the equation. So the children now, the young adults, now start to maintain their focus and doing better academically. Trev, there are real creepy stories of all them little nursery rhymes. Look it up. I was shocked. You mean creepy stories about how they started? Now we are in an era where we are deciphering every little nursery rhyme, every little thing that was made for children, every little thing. We are starting to look deeper into everything, and we are finding that some of them really had some sinister plots underneath what came to the surface as just an innocent child's play, innocent poem, innocent nursery rhyme. We are finding that out these days, even though most of the people who wrote these poetry, wrote these pieces for children, have passed on. We may never know what their motives were. What was it that was the driving force behind them writing these kinds of poetry? We don't know. We don't know. And most of them we will never know.
Derek said, a very good book you have to read. Lies My Teachers Told Me by James. There are lots of lies teachers tell. If you check out the English language, you will see a whole heap of lies. The plural of foot is feet, but the plural of boot is not beats. I remember when I was in high school, I had an English, no, not in high school, when I was in college. I had an English language professor, Miss Williams, and she had one of those beautiful poems she always said at the beginning of class about how strange English is and why the plural of foot is feet, but the plural of boot is not beats. The past tense of teach is taught, but the past tense of preach is not praught. Oh yeah, so English is very strange. English is very funny. And for those of you who do not, I saw a very good friend of mine, Don Reed. Don Reed did a little parody song on something like that recently. If you don't know him, you never follow him. Follow him, go check him out, and and you will see the song he did about the same thing about foot and feet and boot and beat, that sort of thing. And Don Reed and I are classmates. We graduated high school together. We were in the same science class. Yeah. So go check him out. Let's see what else is being said in the chat. Blessed One says, those who don't do well academically should stay in school for the 2 years and be taught a skill or trade that they are good in. Okay? Okay? Blessed has a point there. Those who don't do well academically should stay in school. Well, that is one thing I agree with you to a point, because those who don't do well, I say they don't pass any CXC subjects. Nowadays, they still chuck them out onto society, but they still end up going to either they go to evening classes, go study, either they go to evening classes or they go to community college, or some way, somehow, they go to some other academic institution, or them just plain and downright no gonna away. Them just go turn man and woman, go look work somewhere, go have picnic, go do whatever. Them parents are now young adults. Derek says he's follow up his lies across America. A really good book. All right, I must look it up. Blessed ones to teach them dressmaking, tailoring, shoemaking, etc. Well, may I agree with you. No, but not even still make frack no more. But those are good skills to learn. Those are good skills to learn. Dressmaking, tailoring, shoemaking, baking, whatever the case may be. Those are great skills. Derek says them give Shakespeare him him new body. Why them not give African civilizations and how they contributed to humanity? Yes, that is true too, Derek. That is also true because you see, it's historically they have not rated our work. Historically, they have not rated black people's work. Black people invent something, white people take it and call it theirs. Because they had the money to fund the advertisement, they had the money to revise it, reform it, fix it up, and sell it back to us. Or Blake said, I look like you are chilling out. Yeah, man. But just come so me I chill out. I'm chilling out in the car, spending a little time with you all because once we go inside, it's time for me and the little one. So I'm spending some time with you all right now. Yeah, I spend a little 2 hours with you all while the little one is doing what she's doing. And then once I go in, so it's a different story. I look it up. It's after crimes that happen in other countries because they don't want children to know the real truth. Okay. All right. Lorraine say is about crimes that happen in other countries because they don't want the children to know the real truth. See, a lot of things, especially like old nursery rhymes, were written by people in, say, Europe. Why? Because for a very long time, we have been depending on those people to provide us with the education that we need. We have been depending on them to provide us with the books that we need. So whatever they put in the book and they send to us, that is what we read, that is what we consider to be gospel for a very long time. People from our culture, people like Claude McKay, who was writing poetry and songs. You listen, you read Claude McKay's poems and, like the Spanish Needle and stuff like that. And you see that those are set in our kind of settings, the settings with which we are familiar. So it's going to be totally different language because it is written by someone with a totally different experience. Derek said, them say one bullet show a president on live TV. November 22, 1963 in Dallas, Texas. All right, that was Kennedy. Him get con in at the front and the governor of Texas get con too. All from one bullet. We know that's not true. We know that's not true. It wasn't the one bullet. But anyway, they said it was. So what can I say? Ricky in the place. Ricky, what's up, Shug? How are you doing, my love? So good to see you. So good to see you. Good to see you, Derek. Ricky. Ricky, how is your afternoon, evening going? See, there are just 5:30 and it's getting dark already. Already dark, And at just 5:30. Can't believe it, guys. Blessed says those who can't afford private tutoring sometimes fall into gangs and wrong company and may become crime producers. Yes, that is true, Blessed. That is so true. Those who cannot afford to stay in school for the 7 years might end up in bad company. And then again, those who graduate, you laugh at the gate. Hey, that kid, you see your head? But where did he go in? These kids are something else. That's my neighbor's kids. So they play the ball in their backyard and then they kick the ball over in my backyard. And then they go in my backyard and they pick up their balls, but them not lock back the gate. And then they leave my gate open. And you see me, I call to the little boy, ask me if him to lock back the gate. The boy run gone about him business. He ain't even stop. He ain't even stop to say Mr. talking to me. The boy run gone about him business with the ball in him hand. And he didn't pass me here. I've been sitting here. So he did not pass me here, or I would have seen him. So obviously, he jumped the fence in the back, went into my backyard, took the ball up, and then came back through my side gate and then run gone over my yard. Ah, boy. Diane, how you doing, my love? How you doing? Lorraine said, this is why they have history that is not our story. Oh, my God, Lorraine, I could kiss you. If that, yes, it makes a lot of sense. The history is not our story. The nursery rhymes is not our story. The things that they write in the books are not our story. The stories they write are not our stories. Those stories are not set in our environment. So we cannot relate. So when we are repeating and singing their songs and saying their poems, and it's not making sense to us. It's not supposed to make sense to us because it's not from our experience. When we read, Pam is a big girl, Dick is a big boy. Yeah, those are our stories. When we talk about the kid with the barefoot going to school and cut his book and put it in his, that's our story. We understand that. But when they're sending us book about children going on the bus and the little yellow bus stop and pick up the kid and all of it, what we know about that? Yeah, because we go to the school that is nearest to us. And while we run go to school and run go back home. So they write the stories from their perspective. And our people pick up these stories and bring it to us and bring it to us as if it is our reality. It's not. It's not. Derek said J.A. Rogers, without question, no one of the greatest Black American scholar in history. Without question, without question, one of the greatest Black American scholar in history. You must read 100 amazing facts about the Negro with complete proof. Reading is fundamental, Yeah, man. Me love reading now. I love reading. I love reading. Yes, it's a reading. Reading is a good thing for children and adults. Even though you turn big smarty, but I think say because you are grown now that reading is not for you and you can't bother. Read, man. Read. Read the Bible. Read a book. Read something. Read anything. Read. You'll be surprised to know. They always say you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book. That's because they know they were putting things in the book that was supposed to enlighten us. But they never give us the opportunity to read it because they never sent us to school. So they claim that it was hidden from us. But it's not because we didn't want to read it. We were not given the opportunity to read it. All right. And then now that we are reading more, we're finding out all the lies that they had put in the book. Ricky says, doing good, Trev. Good to see you. Good to see you too, my love. Don't like this early dark thing. Me can't go fishing after dark. What the fish them now bite? What I mean the fish them now bite? My uncle used to go fishing. He used to go fishing at night. Where I say the fish them not bite, I want them bite early in the morning or late evening. Whatever you do, my friend, you do it safe. Do it safe. Sunset early now. It's end of year time. Yes. Cause see there, I've been sitting here now for an hour and the sun already set. The sun has already set and it's only 5:30 and the sun is already set. So this time of the year, that's what happens. And that is why they shouldn't make the time fall back. Because making the time fall back at this time don't make no sense. Because for it to be now 5:30, the sun is already set, it's already dark, or the lights are coming on, the street lights are already on. Um, my camera lights are already activated, coming on whenever there's movement. So, and you see it's getting dark, so you can hardly see me already in the car. And it's just 5:35. I don't like it. I don't know about the rest of you, but I don't like it. Derek says, not history, but his story. Exactly. Exactly. It's their story. His story. Yeah, they write the story. Yes. They write the story, not us. Not us. Miss it. Miss it. I say, Ricky, the boy never pay me no mind. The boy run gone about him business. Run gone about him business. What I mean by me fi kiss Derek, not me. You're pretty, but no thanks. Derek, I got tell me no thanks to, the Star Spangled Banner, Yankee Doodle Doo. Oh yes, all of them lunacies there. Oh yes. And a lot of these songs were written to exclude us. They were written to exclude us. They were written in the days when it was the norm and it was the law to exclude us. So nobody was vetting those songs to say, well, you can't say this because it is perpetuating, racism. Nobody was saying that because racism was the norm. It's what was expected of them to write something that's going to degrade black people, to call us monkeys and all of that. So nobody was checking them. Lorraine, Mr. Blessed, you think Lorraine easy? Mr. Mother's in the place. Mother's, we spend the night together last night. We spend the day this morning. Now we spend the evening. Lord, Mother's. Everywhere me turn is me and you, Mother's. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my God. What me not see it? What me not see it? What about things me not see it? Me don't know what happened to it. Mother's soon tell me say, me slow. Derek started reading seriously in 1987, around 300 books. Him read The Unseen Hand from the Broader Files and America's Gift to America, to name a few. Wonderful, Derek. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, I read. I read too. I read. Oh, yes. When I'm at work, I have the Red Cross people come around with the books, and the one thing they know, they always come to look for me to see what kind of book you want this morning. They know I always want a book. Always, I can never have enough books. Just reading like crazy. Ricky says the park closed early. No, so can't fish where I used to. Uh-oh. Yeah, guys, watch there. What is this coming? Oh, the fire truck. Uh-oh. All right, all right, all right. The fire truck. No, that's not the fire truck. That's the ambulance. All right, somebody in my neighborhood needs the ambulance. Okay, okay. Looks like there is an emergency somewhere. The fire truck is not the fire truck, the ambulance. Oh yeah, let's stop down the street at the neighbors. All right, let's see what else is in the chat. Maxine, somebody if you turn on the light. Turn on the light and light a candle. There it is. Now I've turned on the light. There it is. Dante Ricky, you have to do it in the weekend. Yes, you have to go fish on the weekend, Ricky. On the weekend you have to go fish. Yes, Ricky, that's what they say. It helps the kids in the morning because in the mornings when the kids are going out to school, it's well lit so that it reduces their risk of being kidnapped. So they say. But when they are coming home at this time too, it's dark. It's dark already. I don't know what they're doing, but I don't like this time at all. Derek make a video about daylight savings time, and it's not what we have been told. It's not what we have been told. Is it from slavery where they had to get more time for the slaves to work and brought them back? Is that what it is, Derek? Because I read something like that too. That it was from slavery time where the children, not the children, but the slaves have to, the slave masters have to get the most out of the day. So they have to lengthen the hours, something like that.
The hours in the daytime, something like that. All right. What Georgia said, Georgia, you come back. Mother say who can read? The one we can read. The one we can read, mother. All you. Me say you soon tell me say me slow. Diane says indeed. Don't like this time. But have to work. Yeah, we have to work with it, but me don't like it either. I don't like it at all. You like it, Modest? Me don't like it. Shame to Diane, got to work with it. Yeah, we gotta work with it. Straight Yard Vibes is in the house. Welcome into the place, Straight Yard Vibes. So good to see you. Thank you for joining us, guys. There is Straight Yard Vibes in the place. Thank you for joining me and all the other travelers over here. We are talking as usual. I don't know how we love chat. Over here, Yard Vibes, I'm saying chat like Miss Swallow Radio. We look at Miss Swallow Radio, RGR, JBC, CVM, and everything else. CNN, Fox, the one of them. Okay. Lavender says the one that bothers me is Prince Charming coming to sweep you away. Which Prince Charming, Lavender? No, sir, me not have that. Me not have them kind of look there. Uh-uh. No, no, no. We on the same time now, Trav. Yes, Modest. Yes, we are on the same time, sugar. Same time. All right. From November 2019, our history, a daylight saving times is here. Okay. All right. Derek, drop the link there, guys. We can go check it out. Look all the time dark and this person driving without lights. I'm going so fast. Wait, I ignore Trevor, ignore me. Wonder if she know me, we fight. Me not ignore you, me not ignore you. Me not say you will fight me. Me not fight you, me can't fight. Cause the bad that's gonna make me lick them and lick me back. And me don't like nobody lick me, no sir. You look at that video and enjoy ourselves after you're done with the live. Okay, no problem. No problem. There's a there Prendergast him. Oh, did I look from when they miss that? Turn off the light and light the candle. My God, that Jamaica don't do this daylight saving time. No, Jamaica stopped it from 1983, I believe. And back then we used to have a lot of incidences of children getting kidnapped and murdered because back then, like people like me were in high school and we had to leave out early because school started at 7. And you have to leave out very, 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 very early to go catch a bus from 4 o'clock. From 4 o'clock, we'll catch a bus to go to high school, you know? But that was happening a lot, so the time was changed. Overtime, son of a king. Overtime, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing, son of a king? Welcome into the place. I wish you had to go. Kuya, Modest. Kuya, how are this? Bring up yourself, Overtime. Welcome. Yo, she really somebody no man. I wish she did in the chat. Me say me the way up yourself. Modesty, when you realize the church run from you, just skip. Modesty, me a liar. The verity. Well, for somebody who's a non-man, we sure we spend a lot of time together. So, the fairy tale Prince Charming, so I'm not gonna come take me away. The fairy tale one not coming and the real one not coming. Honest says, we will come back when you catch up. But we catch up right now. You know, sister, we catch up. So Overton saying hi to you, this way I go. She's never have to talk to her until we catch up. Oh my gosh. Yes, man. Me catch there you can see your mother's doing me. She's never have to talk to her until we catch up. All right. Ketchup, salad dressing, the whole 10 yards, mayonnaise, all of it. Yeah, me do all of it. I'll ketchup no matter. See there? Once I see that comment, I'm with you in the chat. And see Derek say, Modest. I want to touch it. There is nothing else below it. See?
Nothing else below it. We good. We are good. All right. Okay. Now let's go back into the chat. Guys, and also if you see anybody come into the chat, don't be afraid to, you know, say hello, big them up, welcome them into the Travelers family. Welcome them into the place. Thank them for coming. And you are all invited to join into the conversation. I saw being outside distracting, because me nosy, I'm seeing everything that's moving, every vehicle passing, everybody walking their dogs, everything. It's distracting. All right, respect due to this big man. Thank you, Derek. Derek, she done a walk in the locker room to change. Oh, you don't walk. Okay. Come bed like in a divorce court later. You're going to watch divorce court and go to your bed? Well, when I'm finished with this live, I'm going inside. I have a few editing that I need to do. I have some editing. Oh gosh, most somebody could have edit for me. God no, cause I have enough editing for them. But nonetheless, me I gotta do what I need to do. I'm gonna do what I need to do between now and midnight. I have a set number of things that I must finish tonight. So that is why I'm doing this live. Once I cut this live off, yeah, I have a few things that I must do. Ryan is in the house. Welcome, Ryan. How you doing? There is Ryan from Ryan's Vlogs. Welcome into the chat, Ryan from Ryan's Vlog. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Ryan. Thank you so much for coming into the live. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. This is my first time in the house. Oh, Batan, is your first time in the house? All right. All right, no problem. No problem. We love to have visitors. Over here, we love visitors. We love to have visitors in the place, Overton. And once you come over here, trust me, you will become family. What, Modest? Modest, I'm 20 minutes late. Really, Modest? 20 minutes? What are 20 minutes? What are 20 minutes? Oh, but me connect to you already, Overton. Me and you are friends already. All right. Thank you so much for coming into the house. Chat room, big up on yourself. All right, Derek. Derek leaving work now, so Derek will get ready and go do some other things. Mother, our relationship is toxic. You are now me bad, you're too slow. How are you the toxic? Toxic? We don't want no toxic relationship, sister. Me and you are friend. We don't in no toxicity. No, 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 no toxic relationship. It can't work, Modest. It can't work. You are welcome, Ryan. Oh, Lena, the sugar booger in the place. Watch ya, guys. Me have to turn on back the light so I can see back the light. Welcome into the house, Lena. How are you doing, my love? So good to see you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. No, somebody serious about this thing. Me say, and if you tell you, and if you tell you, Diane, yes, brother. And me if you tell you, Lord have mercy. Lovebergs in the place. Lovebergs. Lovebergs, how you doing? How you doing? How are you doing? So good to see you, Lovebergs. Okay, Ryan, I'm using my phone. My phone can't do it. My phone can't do it, so we have to do it another time when I'm on the computer. My phone can't do it. When I'm on the computer, I dish them out. But now that I'm on the phone can't don't give me the option. I am good, Love Bergs. How are you doing, my love? I know that we have more people in the chat. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. Do not forget to hit that like button, guys. Do not forget to hit the like button. Share out the live, invite your friends and your friends. And now that we have more people in the chat, I'm going to throw this out there again that next Saturday we're planning to have a cook off. I'm going to be the host of this cook off, and currently we have only two people. Modest, you don't want to join me with the cook off? Currently, we have only two people who have joined already. We'd appreciate if we get two more people. But if we don't, we will be just fine. Vibes and I will do it. Vibes and I will do it either way. Either way, Vibes and I will do it if nobody else joins. But I would appreciate if at least two more people join us. We're going to be doing a cook off where we will have 2.5 hours to finish a 4 course meal. The people in the chat are going to be the judges because, we're doing it virtually. So the people in the chat are going to be the judges, and they're going to judge us based on presentation and also based on our time management. Were we able to complete the 4 course meal in the allotted time? They won't be able to judge us on taste because nobody will be able to taste it, to taste what we're cooking. Okay? So that is the plan for next week, Saturday. I'm already in it, and Vibes from Vibing with the Thompson family. So if there's anybody else who would like to join us, you can contact me on Instagram, or you can let me know in the chat. Love you, love you, love you, Elena. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Love you, Elena. What your mother say? Yes, Diane, Miss serious. She need to do better, man. Oh Lord Jesus. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Wow. I keep her on her. Look like you're keeping me on more than my toes, Modest. Look like keeping me on more than my toes. I am good. I am good. Maxine, me did not get no kiss blow to me. Mwah, mwah. Lots of kisses, Maxine. You have a piece of my heart right there, right there. Yeah, yeah. You have a piece of my heart, sugar. You know that. Okay, right. Okay, I understand. I'm okay, Mike. Mother said, take time with her. Thank you, Overton. Beg her to take time with me, please. And don't forget to visit. Yes, tell them, Lovebirds. Tell them not to forget to visit. Tell them don't forget. All right, doing well. Oh, okay. That's great. Mother say, get used to it every day because every day. We can be prepared for your cussing from mothers every day. So she used to it. Oh my gosh. Yes, Lorian. Yes, you see, Lorian, find out already. The mother's not normal. Yes, so she have to drape me up all the time. She come, she drape me up with my glasses. She drape me up, say, me too slow. She drape me up. Oh, me lay on one side and allow people to use me. She drape me up. She drape me up. Lord Jesus, have mercy. Mother can't drape me up, sir. Oh my God. All right. Okay, here comes the ambulance passing back, and they are working on somebody in the back. All right, so the ambulance come. They took somebody from a neighborhood, and them working on them in the back of the ambulance. Okay, may I call her? Say, guys, that is so true. Because if you never hear me up on the live, I may ever say something out of line, you may not hear it, but trust me, when my phone ring, is Modest. Brother, when she call me, if straighten me up, Jesus, help me soul. She don't ramp, if straighten me up. But I love you, Modest. I love you, darling. I love you. I love your vibes. I love your vibes. Oh, when you cuss me so, me love your vibes, modest. I told me not cussing, me can't cuss. Me can't cuss, cause you see how people cuss people. Me can't cuss. So, oh my gosh. But thank you for keeping me on my toes, modest. Thank you for keeping me on my toes. Cause enough time things are going on chat, I'm in a seat and then you bring to me attention. And you're a good little helper because when people come in I chat with them foolishness and this farmers come around, you grab them and dash them out before me even see them. So thank you, Modest. Modest, that that's why I cause you to me care about you. I do business with you. Oh my gosh. Oh my. All right. There, let me see who else is here. Modest, you now join the cook off. You don't want to join the cook off tomorrow swords in hand, no, guys. Yeah, tomorrow swords in hand. Tribe, Modest is a good friend. Yes, Modest is a good friend and Modest is a good girl. Yeah, she good. Me not tell no lie. Yeah, she good. Anytime she drop off a shape, me I'll tell you no. But yeah. Modest said the Bible say who in love in chastise. So because she love me, that's why she have to chastise me. So and brother, when she go for chastise me, no Jesus, help me, Jesus, soul, Jesus, she no ram to chastise me. My God, Modest, I was asking about what you all think about the children having to do 7 years now in Jamaica rather than just the 5 years, and that the topic was about, I wanna change the topic without my permission. Oh my God. Wanna change the topic without my permission. So, Modest, tell me what you think about it. I can't believe her. Guys, me tell me something to read what Modest just say. Modest say, if me can't cook, but me I have cooker. Modest, of course me can cook. Of course me can cook, Modest. Yes, I can cook. I can cook. That's why me I have the cook off. And if me cannot cook, me having the cook off so I can learn. This 7 year. Yes. And if I cannot cook, people like me in the cooking will give the people who can cook the opportunity to win. So in any case, it's a win-win situation. And is right now it's me and vibes. So who want to join us? So we're gonna say, some others what you're gonna say, vibes are gonna win. Who wants to come second? Who wants to come second? Who wants to come third? Cause since you already know me I come last. Who are gonna come? She say, cause you know how me feel about the cooking story. Lorraine said, what is the meal plan? So we're doing a 4 course meal. We're doing a dessert, a main course meal. We do orders, appetizer, a main course meal, a dessert, and drink. What about that? What else do you want me to do? That is the meal plan. So you're gonna determine what kind of orders you're gonna make, what kind of main course you're gonna make, what kind of drink you're going to make, and you must make the drink. You are not going to pour the drink from a bottle. You must make the drink. And you all are going to watch us make the drink, make the dessert, make the hors d'oeuvre, and make the main course. But you can choose whatever you want to cook. Because remember, we're not going to have a tasting because it's virtual. So there's going to be no tasting. So there's no point in saying, okay, it's going to be beef or it's going to be this or it's going to be that. No. You have to choose what is either easier for you, cheaper for you, better for you, something that you eat. You have to decide. So I am determining what I am going to cook, and Vibe's going to determine what she's going to cook. Mother's Trev never invite us to dinner, so we're not sure about the taste. Listen, you know, see when Corona over, trust me, I pay a bashment when Corona over. Mother say here there with Jamaica expensive. Oh, if you afford 4 course meal, your chest too high. But remember say you can't make lemonade, you can't just get 2 lime round a back. And your drink could be lemonade. It have to be nothing fancy. You can't do curry chicken. You can't just catch one chicken round a back. Whatever it is you was going to cook for your Saturday dinner or your Sunday dinner, just make it into the meal. And then just do it as do the presentation. That's all. Over time, so what we cooking? I would hope it's food. Uh, Trip, behave yourself. Over, over time, don't mind me. That's how I make fun. That's how I make a joke about everything. But yes, but we're cooking a whole meal. So we are making hors d'oeuvres, dessert, main course meal, and a drink. Yeah. Watch ya. Mother say I be the judge, but you don't lose. What you mean by me don't lose? To me burn up the cow foot. Me say modest, I tell you the cow foot burn up so till Lord have mercy. Eh, modest exactly my skin. Me not sure she can cook at all. And me can't cook, you know, my mother teach me for cook. My mother good cook. Me can't cook. We can soften the food enough, modest, that we can eat it. It not raw and we not choke. Modest, so one day she claimed she had make potato pudding and she blend. I don't know the Jamaican that blend. Modest, but it come out good. It come out good, modest. Tastes good. Was that when we make the potato cake, the purple potato cake? But it tastes good. It tastes really good. And the taste that matters. Come on, man. That thing come out like. But remember, so I make the purple potato cake, and that one did come out good. I make the purple potato pudding, it did come out good. Okay, Maria says she had a Zoom meeting. She soon talk to me. Yes, we are. The chat going to be over in about the next 20 minutes. The chat going to be over in about the next 20 minutes. So if there is anybody else that is in the chat, if there is anybody else in the chat who would like to join us, you are more than welcome. You can always contact me. You can send me a message on Facebook at Trevessence. Some of you should know, most of you should know my Facebook page by now, my public page that is Trevessence. You can always send me a message, or you can go on Instagram at Trevessence _ unstoppable. Yes, wherever you type in Trevessence, trust me, you will either see my face pop up or you will see my little symbol, like the one you are looking at on the side of this live stream, on the upper right hand corner of this live stream. You will see that little symbol with the T and the E and that candle at the top. That's me. You will see me. You will see me around town. I'm starting to travel all the streets of social media now. So y'all will see me around town quite frequently. And wherever you see me, you quite likely you will see that little symbol, and wherever you see that little symbol, it is me. It is quite likely me. So if anybody else would like to join us, that would be fantastic. And I saw Modest said earlier that she agreed that the children could stay in school for the 7 years. I am with you on that, Modest. I agree too. I don't see no problem with it. But the put them to a school. Yeah, maybe put them stay at school and learn. And learn some more. Learning cannot hurt them. Hold on. While this I don't think my car is wants to be bothered with me anymore, being out here in the dark. It's only 6 o'clock and it's already very dark. So I'm picking up my cushionments. I'm picking up my cushionments out of the car and heading inside. I'm picking up all of my cushionments and heading inside.
So I don't know if there's going to be anybody anybody else willing to join us, but they have between now. This is a while at the gate. Look while at the gate. What mama now gonna lock in? Cause me tired. So guys, if there's anybody who is willing to join, who wants to join, the last day to let me know is next week Wednesday. So at least I will know exactly. So at least I will know by next week. Okay, you send me a request on IG, no problem. No problem. I will get back to you sometime later on. On IG. Here I am looking for my keys. You know they always have your keys in your hand before you get out the car. So that once you get to the door, you do not have a delay. Okay, so we're gonna continue the conversation for the little bit of time we have left. Okay, here we are. Grandma, no, have a phone on lime tree. Growing, growing, so she don't have no phone and she don't have no lime tree. So, so if you don't have no phone and you don't have no lime tree, so what kind of drink you going to make? You must have little sugar. You can't make, you can't make anything. You can't find one sour sap. You can't find something. You can't find something to make one drink. Something to make some drink. You just cannot bring source of water. That wouldn't be fair. Where you live, growing, you live a city where you not have no where you don't have anything in the backyard. The people who live a country supposed to can find one lime round a back somewhere. Overton said, and I got to run. Have a good night. Okay, Everton. Overton. You have a great night. We are wrapping up the live in a few minutes. We will be wrapping up the live in a few minutes. Oh, Canada. When you have to buy everything up there in Canada, you have to buy everything. Yeah, you have to buy everything. Just like here, I have to buy everything. I have to buy everything. I don't have such luxury as lime and those things. I have to buy lime. I have to buy basically everything. But that's how it goes. That's how it goes when we are here. But but if you want to join into the cook-off next Saturday, you can find something else. Find something else to make a drink. Something if you want to join. I'm waiting for people to let me know. So you all can contact me on Insta. You can send me a message on Facebook, on my Facebook page, Treversons. Whichever is better for you, whichever you prefer. Send me a message. If you don't see me come back right away, don't stress yourself, don't worry yourself. I will come back. I will come check in on you. Just as sometimes when I open up the phone and I'm so overwhelmed with all of this and but your time will come. I will catch up with all the messages eventually. So don't stress yourselves. All right. So guys, what's the final answer on the question? Is everybody in agreement with the children in Jamaica going for 7 years in high school? Right now, I am in agreement. Right now, I do not have an objection to it at all. At all. Make people go to school. Go to school, not hurt you, not kill you. Go to school, extend your childhood. But when you become an adult, you're going to be an adult for the rest of your life. Extend your childhood. We're going to parents man a little longer. Children should be happy at parents, and that might be sad. Because they're going to have to provide for the children a little longer. Oh my word. Yeah, but that is the deal, guys. That is it. So if you meet anybody on your way and you think that they would like to join the live, just tell them send me a message. They would like to join on the cookout next Saturday, just tell them send me a message. So we can do it. We can talk about it. Other than that though, guys, that's it for tonight. It was a pleasure having you all, one and all, everybody. It was a pleasure seeing you all in the chat. Thank you all so much for having joined me, for having joined us over here on Treversons Unstoppable. I appreciate each and every one of you. All the new people who came into the chat, thank you all so much for having come. I appreciate you sincerely. There was my own son of a king was here as well. The lovely Modest was here as well. You all know Modest by now. Once you come in the chat, you know Modest. You know my dear Lorraine Bailey. You know my heartbeat somewhere here called Maxine. She is somewhere here. Diane Steak as well. And my lovely Lena come into the place today. The lovely Lena came into the place. Thank you so much, my love, for having joined us. And there have been lots of other people who came into the chat tonight. Loveworks was here. Ricky Live 365 was in the place as well. And also there was Ryan from Ryan's Vlogs, guys. My dear Maxine. Who else was in the place? I know there was Yard Foods was in the place as well earlier, and also I saw JY, but you all didn't see him, but he was in the place as well. And the lovely, lovely, lovely Derek Williams was in the place as well. Want to say thank you, thank you, thank you so much to everybody who came in. My dear friend, Lavender Smiles was in the place as well, and Straight Yardy Vibes. Straight Yardy Vibes was here. The lovely Georgia was here as well. I don't want to miss anybody, but I cannot possibly call everybody's name. Blessed One was here as well. Winsome, the lovely Winsome from Winsome Portmore was in the place as well. Thank you all so much for having come. Oral, I remember Oral was in the place as well. All right, Oral was here, and Uzu 45FF was here as well. Thank you so much, Uzu 45FF. Thank you so much for having coming. And the lovely Sima. Who got the food to my baby? Who got the keys to my baby singing nonsense? Sima was in the place as well, guys. Welcome. Thank you so much, Sima, for stopping by. And there was also Patricia Garth was in the place. Thank you so much for coming, Patricia. Guys, for those of you who are new into the channel, leave me a little footprint. Babs was in the place as well. Juba Bruce was in the place. Just leave me a footprint that I can frame. Okay, Stacy and the D's were in the place as well. And I think Joseph came into the place as well. I think I saw Joseph earlier. Yard Foods. Oh, Sue was in the place. Susan, you were here. How are you doing, my love? How are you doing? Oh my God, this is what is not going to all the live always around me left me. But thank you so much, Suzette. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it sincerely. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much, so much. And also, Over 50 and Fantabulous was in the place as well. Thank you, Over 50 and Fantabulous, for having joined us. Okay, I think that might not be everybody, but it is close to it. Thanks to everybody who came into the live, everybody who joined us this evening as we chat. We are going to be talking some more. Tomorrow we're going to be talking some more. We're going to have Swaziland tomorrow. And Swaziland start early, and Swaziland runs a little longer than this. Okay, but I appreciate each and every one of you who came into the live. Thank you all so much for having come, for having joined us this evening. Oh, the lovely Servant David as well rolled into the place. How are you doing, Servant David? How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see you, Servant David. As always, my friend. I was over there with your live earlier while I was traveling. While I was traveling, I was listening to you as usual, always serving up some good health topics. I think it was hepatitis C we're talking about this evening. Wonderful, wonderful stuff, wonderful content. So thank you all so much, guys, for having come and having shared this evening with me. So until next time, and until there's another topic for us to discuss, guys, this is your girl Trev from Trevor Sense, reminding you to always take good care of yourselves and each other. Okay, guys? We will talk tomorrow. All right, until next time, guys. This is Trev saying peace out. See you all later or tomorrow. All right? All right, Servant David, I'll see you later, my friend. All right? All right, bye, guys.